ஓ, சொல்றேனே.
राधे कृष्णा। पूज्य श्री श्री अम्मा की जय। महान ब्रह्मश्री श्री गोपालवल्ली दासर की जय। भारत माता की जय। छत्रपति शिवाजी महाराज की जय। So till now we learned and we heard how Hindustan, Bharat, was invaded by Mughals and the Adil Shahis and Nizam Shahis and Qutub Shahis, how they were looting our country. And Lord Krishna wanted to again bring back Swaraj and save Bharat Mata. He asked Lord Hanuman to take a birth, who took birth as Narayan in Maharashtra and later on became Samartha Ramdas. How Samartha Ramdas asked for a boon from Lord Rama, that he wanted a disciple who will bring back Swaraj. And how Shahaji Maharaj got married to Jijabai, how Jijabai went to Shivneri fort when she was pregnant, and with the blessings of Lord Shivai, she gave birth to a boy in February 1630. And the child, because he was born with the blessings of goddess Shivai, he was named as Shivaji. Right from his childhood, Jijamata always taught Shivaji Maharaj the Ramayana, the Mahabharata, our Puranas, how bravely Lord Krishna and Lord Rama spread bhakti, but at the same time they fought wherever it was wrong, and how they established dharma. Jijamata told him the stories about how Arjuna, how the Pandavas bravely fought the Kauravas. In spite of all the troubles which they faced in their life, how they never left the path of bhakti, how they were always dedicated towards Krishna. How Lord Hanuman, how Lord Sugriva and Vibhishana, how they were dedicated towards Rama. And that's why, in spite of all the odds against them, they won. She always tried to imbibe the qualities of dharma, bhakti, and knowledge, and the path of the righteousness, that how much ever things go wrong, if you always follow the path of bhakti and dharma, you will always win. She taught him the importance of how to respect saints and Mahatmas and Bhaktas. She always taught him that it is not only enough to have strong bhakti, but at the same time it is also important to respect everyone and also be very strong. Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj kept learning all these things. As a child, his mind was always filled with these stories. At nights, he used to wake up Jijamata and ask her some doubts. Like why Lord Rama did this? Why Lord Krishna did this? What happened when Arjuna went there? What happened when the Pandavas lost in the dice game? The Pandavas were so sad when they went to the forest. But still, how could they remain happy all the time? In spite of all these hardships, why didn't they ever go and straightaway fight the Kauravas? Why did Lord Rama accept Vibhishana? He used to ask Jijamata all these questions, and Jijamata used to patiently answer everything. She used to teach Shivaji about anything and everything he wanted to know, and she used to make sure that he becomes very strong, both in mind and his body. When Shivaji became 6 years old, Shahaji Maharaj had to hand over a few of his forts to Adil Shah, because he lost a war against Adil Shah, and that is why he had to hand over these forts. One of these forts was Shivneri also. So Shahaji Maharaj came and he told Jijamata and Shivaji to shift to Pune. He said, you come back to Pune, we have a home there and you stay there henceforth. And he left Dadaji Kondev, who was one of Shahaji's trusted ministers, and he asked Dadaji Kondev to train Shivaji. in sword fighting, in weapons, in horse riding, and everything else he knew about. As a child, Shivaji always used to watch soldiers train, how they fight in the sword, how they ride a horse, how they throw the spear, the bhala. So there are many different forms of fighting, and Shivaji always used to watch all the soldiers train daily. Soldiers used to keep training daily, they used to practice. Shivaji used to see them. And Shivaji also used to go with a wooden sword and practice along with them. In a short while, Shivaji was very quick in learning everything. He used to learn everything very fast. Shivaji kept learning with these soldiers. And by the time he was 8-9 years old, he knew pretty much how to fight. Or that's what he thought. So Dadaji Kondev, when Shivaji was 8-9 years old, he told Shivaji that your training will start now. I will train you. So Shivaji told Dadaji Kondev that I know quite a bit. Can I show you? And Dadaji Kondev just smiled and he said, okay, show me what you have got. He said, from tomorrow onwards, your training starts. Tomorrow morning. Shivaji was very excited at night. He thought, I will show Dadaji Kondev how much I have learnt. Shivaji felt that he has been practicing with these soldiers for the last 2 years, so he knows pretty much everything. He knows how to get on a horse on his own. He knows how to ride a horse for a little distance. He knows how to fight with the sword, how to throw the bhala, the spear, knife fighting. Shivaji was very excited and he couldn't sleep at night. He kept thinking that tomorrow morning I will show Dadaji Kondev how much I know. Early morning, Shivaji got up and he came down. He got dressed. And Dadaji Kondev asked him to come to the courtyard. He said, come. And he asked one of his own disciples to fight with Shivaji. And he told Shivaji, you fight with him. Let me see how much you have learnt. Shivaji went with the sword and he started fighting. He also took the knife and he fought. He showed Dadaji Kondev how he could get on the horse on his own and drive and ride. So he showed Dadaji Kondev all his skills, and finally when it was over, Dadaji Kondev said, okay, come here. And Shivaji was very happy. He thought Dadaji Kondev is going to praise him now. And he's going to tell him, wow, you have learnt a lot, Shivaji. I am so proud of you. So Dadaji Kondev said, I have seen how well you have fought. I have seen how much you can fight with the sword, ride on a horse, throw the knife, hold the spear and throw it. I have seen everything. And he said, and Shivaji was waiting. Wow, now he is going to say, now he is going to tell me that you have done well. And Dadaji Kondev said, after seeing everything, I feel that I have never seen anybody who can do more bad than you, who can do it worse than you. I think whatever you know and how much ever you have shown me, you are as bad as anybody can be. And when Shivaji heard this, he was extremely sad. He was shocked that how can Dadaji Kondev say something like this? And Shivaji just kept looking at him. And since he was a prince, he was a Kshatriya, he couldn't show anybody that he is crying. So he just kept looking down and his eyes were getting filled with tears. He was so sad, but he just stood there. And he didn't know what to do. And Dadaji Kondev kept saying that the way you hold the sword is rubbish. The way you hold a spear and throw it, it is even more rubbish. And if you start getting on the horse in this way, one day the horse will throw you down. So what have you learnt? How are you going to fight? You don't know how to fight. And Shivaji just kept listening. And he was so sad. He was so upset. But at the same time, he was humbled. He was humbled to the core. He kept listening and Dadaji Kondev finally stopped. And he said that, but whatever you have learnt, however bad it can be, this is how everybody is at the start. Even I was like this only at the start. So now I will teach you because you want to learn. That much is for sure. However bad you are, but you have the ability and the mindset that you want to learn. And that is why I will teach you. And when Shivaji looked up at Dadaji Kondev smiled and he said that the first thing whenever you want to learn is to unlearn everything and be a blank slate. Whenever we go to school or college, our teachers always come and they rub the blackboard clean with a duster. They make the blackboard empty, because unless and until the blackboard is empty, how can the teacher write what they want to teach you? Similarly, whenever we want to learn anything from our Guru, the first thing the Guru will do is to make us realize that whatever we have learnt is zero. We have not learnt anything. It is not even incomplete. It is wrong and zero. And then the Guru will wipe us clean. They will wipe our mind clean. And then they will fill the real knowledge which will be useful for us, for our life. And that is the only way a Guru will teach. A Guru will not at all mind or not even think that if I am going to tell my disciple this, then he may feel bad. If I will teach my disciple in a right way or in a happy manner, then only he can learn. No, a Guru will never think like that. A Guru will always do what is right for the disciple, even if the disciple feels sad, sorrow, angry, even if he hates the Guru. Still, the Guru will always do what is right for the disciple. That is why we say Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahmam Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. That's why the first thing any student, any disciple has to do is respect and trust the Guru blindly. Do whatever the Guru says, and then the Guru will make it sure that the disciple not only learns everything that has to be learnt, but also rise to a level which the disciple would not also have imagined that they can really rise to that level. And that is how Dadaji Kondev started training Shivaji. After hearing whatever Dadaji Kondev had to say, Shivaji realized that whatever he has learnt is nothing. And then he wiped away everything from his mind and became a humble student, and he listened to anything and everything whatever Dadaji Kondev had to say. Dadaji Kondev started a strict routine for him. Daily morning he used to get up at 4:30 and he used to make Shivaji run. He used to make Shivaji run from one corner to another corner. He used to make Shivaji run for several kilometers. He started making a specific diet for Shivaji. He ensured that he teaches Shivaji everything from sword fighting, from spear fighting, knives. He used to go through various routines for Shivaji. And from then on, for the next 4 years, Shivaji learnt everything whatever Dadaji Kondev had to offer. And after that, Shivaji became a man, a boy who was so strong mentally and physically. He was very humble, but at the same time he became a warrior. He became a warrior who could fight with any grown-up men and he could beat them easily. At the same time, what Dadaji Kondev did was he took Shivaji to various locations in Pune and showed them how the Mughals were troubling the people. And that was the first time when Shivaji understood that whatever he was living his life so comfortably, that was not the same way how other people, his people, were living in Maharashtra. They were oppressed, tortured by the Mughals. And that was the root which started forming in Shivaji's mind that no, this cannot happen. I have to do something for them. I have to change this. I have to free them. I have to free my country. I have to free my country from the oppressive rule of Mughals. I have to form our own Rajya, Swarajya. I have to ensure that my orange flag, the Bhagwa Jhenda, that flutters high. And that was the start of Swarajya. In the next story, we will learn how it all started. How Shivaji captured the first fort of many more to come. The first fort he captured, Torna. राधे कृष्णा. पूज्य श्री श्री अम्मा की जय. महान ब्रह्मश्री श्री गोपालवल्ली दासर की जय.
Yeah.